Howdy and welcome to episode 85 of Regen Rovers. Today is a big day. The next two episodes are very, very big because episode 85 we're going to play a couple games, and in episode 86 we're going to play a couple games, and it's the end of the season, so we're playing 5 games over 2 episodes. And the aim is to at least qualify for the playoffs of League One. It's tight. Very tight, as you can see in the table. We're 3 points above Shrewsbury Town, who are in 7th place outside of the playoffs. We do have a game in hand. If we win that game in hand, we can go up to 3rd. We are 6 points off the automatic places. It's unlikely that we can push for a 2nd place finish or 1st place finish. You can see our goal difference is pretty dreadful compared to the teams around us. So it's very, very unlikely. You never know though. You really do never know. Anything can happen in football. Our first game will be against 23rd place Colchester United, who are very close to relegation. We have to be beating them even though we're away from home. Rotherham's next. They are top of the table. That's going to be a clash and a half. Burton Albion after that. We've just beaten them on penalties in the Checkatrade Trophy final, remember, so they'll be looking for revenge, but they're towards the bottom of the table, a team we should be defeating. Cambridge United, also towards the bottom of the table. They're in the relegation zone, in that last place of the relegation zone, so they're very close to pulling away from it, but we might be able to confirm relegation for them in that game. And then last of all, we've got Shrewsbury Town, and that could be massive because they might actually be trying to overtake us to get into the playoffs by that point. So I've not played any games since the last video. We're just going to be cracking on with it straight away, and this is the team we're going to be using to take on Colchester United. In fact, Kachar moves back into goalkeeping position. Cizelis, of course, pulled off miracles for us in the penalty shootout. He's been brilliant in the Checkatrade Trophy, but in the league, the couple games he has played, not been brilliant. He's conceded 13 goals in 5 League One games, and it was actually 10 goals in 2 games. So the other 3 games have been okay, but he's been pretty disastrous in a couple games. So it's probably best for Kachar to be in goal for our run-in towards the end of the season. At right back, best player of the season for us, Stephen Dean. He could possibly win player of the season. Danny Bye alongside him, Captain Marvel. Next to him, it's Reece Walker, who has been the better centre-back out of him and Bye, but they've got a similar average rating, could all change. He's put in 50 appearances this season, more than any other player. He's been incredibly important. At left back, Yahya. He's a little bit tired though, he's only just got back from injury, so we do have to hope he can last the game. If not, we're going to have to bring Charlie Lofts in. Dibber's back, Murray is in the middle, and Marlowe is going to be playing on the left hand side. Diaz is on the bench, he's come back from injury, he's not quite match sharp yet. Up front we've got Dupp, Drury, Udder and Palmer. Spencer Drury hasn't scored for 8 games, Palmer hasn't scored for 12 games. Udder has scored a couple penalties recently, he's probably the striker most in form. Other strikers, we've got Jack Young on the bench, who hasn't scored for 14 games. Lee Orford, who has been a bit better of late. And Brady Chick as well, who can score important goals, of course. We've also got Diaz, Garber, Lofts and Cizelis on the bench. So wish me luck. Smash that like button as usual for this promotion run-in, hopefully. So I'm afraid I can't show you the actual match live, because I've looked back at the footage. I did record it, finished 1-1 as you can see here against Colchester United, which is a disappointing result at the end of the day. But there was a real problem with the footage lagging. I know a couple episodes ago we had a little bit of a problem as well, particularly showing back the goal highlights of previous matches, but not too much of a problem in the actual live match. But it was a real problem here. I don't know what has happened, and I've looked into OBS and I couldn't find any problems, anything that I've done different to usual. I use Open Broadcaster software to record the screen and everything, which is a free service, which is great, but I've not had any problems with it up until now. I've gone through 80 episodes of this series and there's not been any problems. Every now and then, I guess, as a video creator, you do stumble across problems at times. Anyway, I've reset everything and just gone from scratch again, so hopefully now everything will be good. So I'm just going to have to show you the highlights of this game and also the highlights of the next game. So I'm just going to have to show you the goals of this game, I'm afraid. So this was the first goal. Marlowe over the top for Spencer Drury. His cross was blocked out and then Colchester broke. On the counter-attack, they just destroyed us here. Duel running through, and it was a solid finish into the bottom right-hand corner. Maybe Furkachar could have done better. It was a powerful strike, though. Would have been tough to keep that out. Our goal, though, Stephen Dean, free kick, his fifth free kick of the season. What a spectacular right-back he has been for us this year. The Northern Irish right back. So it finished 1-1. A little bit disappointing, but there we go. Just to warn you before this Rotherham game, there is a lagging problem on this match as well. I recorded the Colchester and Rotherham games without realising there was a problem. Hopefully I've rectified the problem now. But I wanted, rather than showing you just the highlights of this game, to actually show the live footage. Because it's an exciting game, end-to-end stuff. I won't spoil the result now, but it was end-to-end and a really good match. So enjoy, and apologise for the lagging problems. Ugh, really annoying. One of those things. Cristiano Ronaldo spotted. Watching Regen Rovers again. Watching Yahya. Cristiano Ronaldo's responded to me. I said, I'm looking into signing Yahya. And Ronaldo's response was, I'm not prepared to comment on that at this time. Well, that's boring, isn't it? Come on, I want some drama. This doesn't bode well. We've lost our 2 previous games against Rotherham United. And of course we lost 5-0 against them earlier in the season. So, revenge on the cards or another thrashing? Let's find out. Rotherham United just makes me think of the Chuckle Brothers. If you're from the UK, you probably know who the Chuckle Brothers are. But I've been watching them on YouTube lately. Watching all the CBBC classics. Brilliant stuff. It's just so cheesy. Hilarious. Don't ask me why I've been watching it. I just... You know how you go through phases watching random crap on YouTube. But yeah, I think they're from Rotherham. They definitely support Rotherham United anyway. We're going for the revenge option for the team tour. That's the obvious thing to go for. We're going counter today. We're going to hit them on the break. Direct, higher tempo, invite them on, boom, up the pitch. That's the plan. That's always the plan, to try and win a game with any means possible. But today, I'm scared. Rotherham have destroyed us, of course, and they're top of the table. So they're obviously a very good team. And is this going to be an early goal for them as they come forwards already? Great tackle by Paddy Murray, but there's still an opportunity. Good header away by Danny Bye, but they're still on the attack. No! Oh, phew. The early highlight has disapparated, but we've got another highlight straight away. Diaz into Uda. He can't... Well, he sort of wins the header, and Yahya runs onto it. Here's Diaz losing the ball, but it's back to Yahya. Obviously, we're going direct football today. Uda heads it into Spencer Drury. It's through to Craig Palmer. Draw! Goal! We haven't seen him score for ages. He finally gets his 13th goal of the season. And that could be a massive goal for us. Oh, it's good to get a goal. It just seems like we haven't scored in the league. But we need Drury to get that 22nd goal. It would be nice for him to equal Jack Young's record. At the same time, I feel a bit sad. These Jack Young records finally being overtaken. And here... Oh, Drury! Jack Young, what are you doing to Spencer Drury? You've turned him into last season's Spencer Drury. He doesn't miss those this season. His confidence is low. That's the problem. And Rotherham come forward looking for an equaliser. And they get it. It's 1-1. Chuckle vision. Chuckle vision. Bum bum bum. Bum ba ba da bum 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 bum. Here's another opportunity. Spencer Drury. Oh, it's saved. What's happened to him? I guess that was on target. It was going towards the corner. And it was a good save. But what's happened to Spencer Drury all of a sudden? Hasn't scored for 9 games. And now he's missing one-on-ones again. Should be 3-1. Reece Walker calmly mops up there. This could be another opportunity. Stephen Dean into Craig Palmer. It's caught by the keeper. They've had 0 chances, but they've scored a goal. We've had 2 clear-cut chances. And we get another! Uda makes it 2-1. That was our 3rd clear-cut chance of the game. And Larry Uda gets his 16th goal of the season. He's equalled last season's record. Of course, he hit 16 goals last season much quicker and then picked up a severe injury. This season, he's got the opportunity to beat his total. Can we get a 3rd before half-time? Danny Bye can't win that header, but Palmer's back on the ball. It's into Danny Bye. Back to Paddy Murray. Into Reece Walker. Through to Spencer Drury. Diaz. Lovely play. Craig Palmer tackled, and I think that's the end of our attack. But we're winning at half-time, crucially. It's end-to-end stuff. Do we go with the same thing and hope that they don't get another goal back. They're going to be pushing forwards. I think we need to keep it the same. I think Drury's picked up both assists actually, so he does actually have a good rating today. It's just he should have scored 2 goals. We've been the better team. We deserve to win this. I think I'll bring Diaz off. He's quite tired. We'll bring on Mohamed Garber actually instead of Marlowe. Garber is the better player, let's be frank. It's not really done much for me. This seems to be petering out, which suits me nicely. I'm going to take off Uda. We're going to bring on Brady Chick up front. And maybe we should bring Paddy Murray off. He's on a yellow. And bring on Marlowe in the middle. Can we hold on? There's 14 minutes to go. Garber heads it into Spencer Drury. It's through to Craig Palmer, who gets the crucial third goal. Suddenly Craig Palmer's back. And we're 3-1 up. It's his 14th goal of the season. It's another assist for Spencer Drury. He's picked up a hat-trick of assists today. That is probably the first time he's done that. And have we ever had a player get a hat-trick of assists in the same game? I can't really remember that. Probably Craig Palmer has at some point. They're back in it with very little time to go. That's a little bit frustrating. Can we hang on? It's 3-2. 30 seconds to go. We've dominated this game in terms of chances. We deserve to be winning this. Spencer Drury into Brady Chick. Through to Patrick Dibber. Here's Craig Palmer on a hat-trick. He's chipped it to the back post. Chick was never going to reach that. But that's wasted a bit of time. Come on, final whistle. Yes. 3-2. Oh, and we're going to end today's episode there because, crucially, we have managed to catch up with the top 2. So there's 3 games to go. We've got Burton Albion, Cambridge United and Shrewsbury Town. Those 3 matches will decide our fate. Will we get a playoff place? Will we drop out of the playoffs in the next episode and completely go off the rails? Or will we somehow grab an automatic place? It's been an incredibly tight season. We've only got a +5 goal difference. But there is an opportunity in the last episode of the season, in episode 86. Can we get automatic promotion? Make sure you watch that when it's released. Please smash the like button on today's video. That'd be much appreciated. Show your support for Regen Rovers in the comment section below. I will see you very soon.